Kitchen Riffin, we're back with my favorite broccoli recipe of all time. I know a lot of people who don't like broccoli. I know one person who loves broccoli more than anybody in the world, and that's our director of photography, Andrew Iannucci. This is the easiest recipe I know. It's also the best tasting. I've thrown different stuff in here like garlic, bell peppers, onions. I've experimented with it. Put some Parmesan cheese on there. Not saying you shouldn't do that, but I'll just say this is my favorite way to prepare it, and it's also the simplest way I know. You've got a heavy pan. I think this is called a sheet pan, but I just use it for roasting off vegetables. Shout out to my Aunt Catherine for gifting this awesome sturdy pan to me. So we're gonna chop this broccoli and throw it in the bowl, throw it in the oven. That's just about it. With this, just gonna chop off that first little stem, and then I just kind of like to keep chopping it like that until they break off pretty easily. I like pretty short stems. I know a lot of people like having longer ones. So that's my broccoli chopping philosophy. And for the bigger ones, like this one, split them in two. Get those flowers out, and we're good to go. That was pretty easy to do. We've got all that in the bowl. And really all we're gonna do is throw a little olive oil in there. Maybe 3 teaspoons for the 2 heads. Then we're going to salt it and pepper it. You can always salt it a little bit more once it comes out, so I don't like to be too generous with the salt on the way in. And then I like to give it a little last drizzle of oil. And then just give it a good toss. So we're done. I've got my oven preheated at 450. So we're going to just toss that in, throw it in the oven, and then once it comes out, we're just going to drizzle a little bit of lemon on it. And in we go with our broccoli to the center of a 450 degree oven. And we're going to put it at about 8-minute intervals and check on it in between. Maybe give it a little toss. Usually it's going to last anywhere between 12 and 20 minutes, which is a big variety, but you just got to keep an eye on it. So they've been in there for about 15 minutes. We gave them 1 shake, but that's what I'm looking for. They should be browning up and near burnt. So last thing to do is to take a half a lemon and just squeeze it over there. And there you have it, the easiest roasted broccoli with salt, pepper, lemon, olive oil.